Good morning, my beautiful people. What is happening? I hope everybody's good. Welcome back to the Chicha channel. Hope everybody's having a great time. Today is a beautiful day, guys. We have woken up today at 93.85, which puts me a full kilo below the capetto. Because of this, and because of where we currently are within the prep, and the peak week has begun today, the big bowl is out on force. So instead of 50 grams of cream of rice, we have 150 grams of cream of rice. So it's a good day of eating today, guys. Kuba has decided to run a pretty stacked day of food, and he's also decided to run a pretty low day of steps. Now it's leg day today. For me, that is very exciting because energy was starting to go a little bitty and I was starting to drag my heels. Linda has prepped it all before she went on holiday. So we've got 300 grams of jumbo king prawns. We've got 175 grams turkey mince in there, 200 grams chicken and 200 grams of lean 5% beef mince as well. So I guess this is going to just kind of be a little bit of a follow me throughout the day kind of thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be committing to a full day of eating because I am training and I do have other things on today. If you've been following the actual channel, you'll know that my little boy Enzo isn't very well. He's actually been in the hospital all night with Emma, my wife. They're actually on their way home just now. I will probably have my hands a little bit tied with that later on as well, but I will try my hardest to catch as much of the day as I possibly can. Let's go and have a little look at the exact nutrition that's going in today. So for anybody who doesn't know what carbohydrates and all that good stuff actually mean, basically my last diet that I was following here is this one, and these are the numbers that we're looking at. So on my training day I was on around 3,200 calories, about 400 grams of carbs, and today we're going for 727 grams of carbs, slightly less protein, slightly more fats. So there's a lot of food going in today compared to what has been going in over the last few days anyway, last few weeks, put it that way. It's the highest day I've seen all prep, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to it, because although I am doing my absolute best to not be food focused just now, it's impossible not to be when you're so hungry. So I'm looking forward to getting all the grub in. He's pushed my water up to 8 litres today as well from 6, which is going to be fucking fun, but we move, we're getting it done. So meal number 1 is cooking just now, and I'm doing absolutely nothing to make that happen because I'm doing this. So I'm going to shut up shop here and finish cooking it, and I'll touch base with you soon. Okay, and just like that, we have meal number 1 ready to go, done and dusted. Just need to get a little photograph for the social media aspect as well. 150 grams cream of rice. I subbed out 10 grams of cream of rice for 10 grams of Cocoa Pops. Bad boy, I like a little bit of crunch, just 10 grams. 100 grams of fruit, 10 grams of dark chocolate. I opted for just a quarter of a creamy in this one, just because to keep the volume down, but I do still want a tiny wee bit of ice cream. Big old bowl is back out. We've got almost a whole kilo of food here actually, so I'm gonna go and scran this and then touch base soon, guys. So why don't we do a little bit of a lesson? People are always asking for lessons. People like to learn, so let's learn. Now, batch cooking, rice, meats, chickens, whatever it is you want to batch cook. The rule's the same for everything, okay? So in this instance, we're going to use rice. I have thrown on 550 grams of rice for my day of eating. Now, that's one meal at 150, another meal at 150, another meal at 150, so 3 at 150, and then 1 at 100. Now, I've put in 550 and it's cooked. How do I now know which one weighs 100 and which one weighs 150? So let's dive in. I know that I put 550 grams of rice in here. Now, for anybody else, I put 650 water in. Usually I make it gram for gram. Today, I accidentally put an extra 100 grams in and it was already in. So we just went with it. It won't volumize too much, but the rule of thumb here is put the scales on at 0, weigh the whole thing. Now, obviously, I know because this is my dish, I know that this weighs 1,196 grams, right? So we're going to go for the full weight here, which is 2397.8, and we're going to take away the weight of the dish, which is 1196, okay? So that's giving me a total weight here of cooked rice of 1,201 grams, 0.8. So I know that my 500 grams of rice now weighs 1,200 grams. Now, how do we do the math? So I'm not good at math, but I know that there was 550 grams of rice went in here. So I know that to make a multiple of 10 of 550, you divide it by 55, don't you? So I'm going to divide this total number of cooked rice divided by 55. That gives me 21.8. So I know that that now is the weight of 10 grams of cooked rice when it was raw. Okay, so 21.8 grams is going to give me the weight of 10 grams of rice from when it was raw. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to times this by 15 times 15, and that's my 150 meals, 327, 327, 327, and then we're going to do that same number, which is here, 21.8 equals, and then we're going to times that by 10 for the 100 meal. So I know I need 3 meals at 317 and then 1 at 218. And that should be all of the rice. So let's just double check. So we've got 1 meal going in at 218. We'll use the prawn meal for that one because that's the lowest volume for today of rice, but it's the biggest volume of meat. So 218. This is the time consuming part. Right, there we go, 218, bosh. So what was the other number? The other number was 327, not 317. So I need 327 now. Okay, and we should have 327, if my maths was right. Sometimes the numbers don't add up exactly. I don't know if it's maybe just to do with the water evaporating and the time frame that it's taking you to scoop all the rice out or what. So close. I think if I was to get every single last little grain, we would have the 327. So we've got 324. Definitely no spilt milk here. Definitely no troubles. And I am more than happy with the calculations on today's rice. So guys, that is how to batch cook. That is how to do it with anything really. If you're going to do it with chicken, for example, you throw a kilo in the oven and it comes out, it won't weigh more because it's losing water rather than gaining like rice. So a kilo of chicken might come out the oven weighing 800 grams. If it weighs any less than that, then you've burnt it. But if it comes out weighing 800 grams and you know you need 200 per meal, then you just do the 800 divided by 5. And then there you go, you've got your 5 meals worth of chicken as well. So batch cooking is not hard. It's very, very simple. You just have to know the sums. So now you know the sums. So we've got the 150 grams of chicken here. Then we've got 100 grams of berries, 75 grams of veg, 150 grams of jasmine rice mixed with sushi rice. That's going to be my post-workout meal, by the way, just in case anybody's wondering. Pre-workout meal is going to be 125 grams of lean 2% turkey mince, 150 grams jasmine rice, 75 grams of veg, and then we've got 100 grams of pineapple going on there that I'll put on later on. 200 grams prawn. We also have 100 grams of rice in this one, 75 grams of veg, 100 grams of pineapple going in later as well. And then last meal, well, no it's not, fifth meal of the day, 150 grams lean mince, 75 grams veg, 150 grams of jasmine rice, 100 grams pineapple going in this one later as well. And then we've got the super big, massive bowl ready for the 150 grams of cream of rice pre-bed meal. So it is quite a high day and I am looking forward to it. All the food is ready, all the food is made, done and dusted. Linda did actually go
Could me and Leo go on level 3 on our scooters?
Could me and Leo go on level 3 on our scooters? So, we've got a couple of electric scooters for the little gents, alright? Level 3 is fast as France, isn't it?
The second one only goes 15 kilometres. Yeah,
His one
no mine.
does 15 kilometres. 15 kilometres what, per hour? On number 2? On number 3, what does it do?
Mine 20 something.
20 something? 28, 29?
Mine, on level 2, mine is 13.
What do you think, guys? Should I let them go on level 3?
Yeah. Yeah.
You going to tell everybody to like, comment and subscribe?
Yeah. Like, comment and subscribe. Like, comment and subscribe.
Go level 3, guys.
Yeah!
Be careful, you little shites. That'll be the next thing. Broken bones on my watch, on my radar. Not what we like, but who likes to say no to the kids? Not me. I don't anyway, not on peak week when I'm trying to get some free time. So, meals are in. I'm going to go and write my logbook now because I'm so fucking excited to go and train. And yeah, massive pickup on mood, energy and everything else today, guys. So now it's time to enjoy. The work is done and we are ready. Showtime next week, 6 days out. Meal number 2, guys. Meal number 2, pineapple going in this one. By the way, nice little basket. I got this in B&M. so it doesn't sit in the bottom of the tub and sit in its own juice, because the juice actually sits in the bottom of the basket. Do you see that? And the actual pineapple itself sits drip free in the basket. So very, very efficient for storage within the frigola, if that is something that gets your goat as well as it got mine. So meal of choice going in just now. We've got 100 grams jasmine rice, 200 grams king prawn, tiger prawn, 50 grams of pineapple, and we've also got 75 grams of vegetables in there, guys. So a very good meal that I'm looking forward to getting in. Again, there's not obviously going to be an awful great deal of you watching me eat. I'm just going to show you the meals, and then I'm going to crack on and consume it. So meal number 2 going down the hatch, and then we'll be eating pre-workout meal very soon, disappearing to the gym. We'll be doing deadlifts today, and yeah, next meal is going to be turkey mince, so I'm just going to get this one down the hatch. Let's go, let's go, let's fill. Meal number 3. So you're going to have to excuse me because I've already mixed this one in before I took the picture. But this meal here is my pre-workout meal. It's got a little bit of no added sugar ketchup on it. Just so everybody knows, it is the no added sugar ketchup. Not the 50% less, not the reduced, no added, none, 0. This one is good to go, 12 calories per serving. In fact, 6.5 calories per serving, which means there's 12 calories per 30 gram portion. Again, 150 grams jasmine rice, 50 grams pineapple, 125 grams turkey mince, 75 grams of vegetables. In fact, I'm talking absolute rubbish. I've only put 25 grams of vegetables in here because it was already cooked. So we do need another 50 grams of vegetables. And then we're good to go. So this one will be going down the hatch. We'll be washing it down with 450 grams of water with some blue slushy Trained by JP Nutrition pumpage. This is a non-stim pre-workout. I always take non-stim pre-workouts. I don't ever use stimmed pre-workouts because you don't know how much stims are in them. And then we come here with my Smash Cup triple blonde roast espresso blend in here with 400 mils of water, 350 actually. That's the everyday usual pre-workout, so nothing changes today. Everything stays exactly the same other than the actual quantity of the food. That's the only thing that's changing. So just going to smash this one down nice and slowly. Smash this one down is just me speaking. Obviously I don't smash any food down, you should always chew. The digestive process does start in your mouth with your saliva being your primary digestive enzyme. So if you chew all your food really well, it will digest better and you will get more from it. Oh yes, meal number 3 going down the hatch. Let's go. Post-workout meal getting constructed right now. We have 150 grams of jasmine rice, we have 100 grams of mixed berries, 150 grams of chicken, 75 grams of vegetables, and there is also going to be 100 grams of pineapple. No, there's not, because we've got the berries. So that's this meal done actually. What I'm currently doing just now is just mixing it all through before I go to the gym. I do like to prepare this one at home. I like to make it nice and hot. I like to actually make it hotter than hot, like uneatable hot, unedible hot. And then I put it into my Keepy Hottie bags. These are my Keepy Hottie bags. Just Amazon numbers. They're just cool bags, cool packs basically. I've got 2. I've got one inside another one. Keeps it very, very nice, very, very hot. And at a perfect temperature for in 3 hours time when I'm finished in the gym. I was planning on taking the DJI to the gym and filming some sets from the session, but it will probably make this video about 3 hours long. So with that in mind, and I know that all you guys will get super bored watching it, I want to keep this one nice and snappy. This one is a full day eating, so there's going to be no training footage. That's meal 4. We've got meal number 5 when we return, and then the pre-bed meal, and then hopefully when we wake up tomorrow, we should be much fuller, much fresher, much bigger, and ready. And if not, we repeat the whole thing again. Who doesn't like lots of food when they are hungry? Just using my time as we move towards the gym a little bit wiser. I thought I'd give all you guys a little bit golden nuggets as to why we're doing this refeed today, because I am documenting the whole process, but I suppose I'm not really explaining to all you non-bodybuilder fans what the whole purpose and the whole reasoning is behind it. Usually when I do a diet, well, beforehand, I used to compete in open bodybuilding, right? Now, the difference between open bodybuilding and classic bodybuilding is just the class, essentially. So open bodybuilding, there is no weight limit. Well, there is if you do amateur level, do bros, light heavies, lightweights, middleweights, all that good stuff. But in the big dogs ranks, in the open class, there's only two classes. There's the men's open, which anybody who weighs any weight over 212 pounds can compete in, any height, any weight. And then you've got the 212 class, which is up to and including any bodybuilders of any height who weigh anything up to 212 pounds. So that's just a way to separate the two classes, because there's obviously different genetic makeups and structures of people, isn't there? And not everybody can get to 300 pounds. Like me, I would never be able to get to that size to compete with the guys in open. It's just, it would take me millions of years. My genetics just wouldn't allow. So, classic is designed for all the classic bodybuilders like myself, who have more of an aesthetically pleasing and a more shapely physique, kind of like what they used to look like back in the old day before mass became the be all and end all. All right, so that's why it's kind of referred back to as the golden era. It's all about shape, symmetry, size, proportions, flow, lines, etc. So it's a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Now, for that reason, there has to be a weight cap. So you'll have heard me talking about my weight cap. To keep it fair to everybody who does classic, everybody has to, you know, abide by this weight cap. The weight cap for everybody's different. It goes on your height. So there's certain height classes up to and including 5'8". There is a certain weight cap up to and including 5'9". Certain weight cap up to and including 5'10". Certain weight cap. I was just below that 5'10", so I was like 5'9 3/4". So I fell into the weight cap up to and including 5'10", which was 91.5, which didn't see me very competitive last year. Although I still managed to win all the shows. When I went across to Spain for the pro qualifier, I got my ass handed to me and I got lost in the second college. So I personally needed a bit more weight. Now, you can't get more weight because it's set by your height. Well, because I was so close to the upper limit of the height cap, I managed to stretch. So you'll have been watching on my inversion table, I've managed to stretch another 15, 16 millimeters of height, which is taking me well up over the 5'10" and into the 5'11" weight cap now, which gives me 94.8 kilos. So it's actually 3.3 kilos more that I can add on just by doing this inversion table. So that's why I've been doing that, which means that 94.8 is my new cap, which means that when I weigh in and get measured height-wise the day before the show, which will be Friday coming, I have to weigh under 94.8 and I have to be over 5'10", which I will be. So why didn't we just stop when we got below 94.8? Okay, cool. So when you're dieting and you're not eating a lot of food, your muscles will be a little bit flatter. So when you eat carbohydrates, your body converts it to sugar. Your body then stores the sugar in the muscle cell as glycogen, and then it's used from there as energy. When you're dieting and you don't have an awful lot of carbohydrates going in, you don't have a lot of energy saved in the muscle as glycogen, simply, okay? So then that makes you slightly flatter. When you're flatter, you will be less on the scales. So if we just started feeding me as soon as I hit 94.8, I would have went right back up as soon as my muscles fell back up. So we weren't overly flat at 94.8, we were still getting leaner, we were still getting sharper, we were still getting tighter every single day. So Cuba made the decision to keep pulling, and we did, we kept pulling. So we pulled for another 2 days after I hit the cap. The second day, I hit 94.1, so I was actually 0.7 below cap. And then today, I woke up at 93.85. So it actually put me a whole kilo, 0.95 kilos below the cap. So now, with the trajectory, I'm probably going to wake up tomorrow 93.5-ish if we'd stayed on the same setup, which would have meant a 1.3 kilo drop from cap. So that's why we've added in lots of food today, lots of rest, no step target, etc, etc. So the goal now, we've started peak. Essentially the goal is to fill the muscles back up, get that kilo back in there, fill me back up to just underneath the cap, get me super fresh, super pumped, super vascular, super massive, and ready to dance. So that's what's happening. Yesterday, again, I was dragging my heels a little bitty during the day, just energy was low, food was quite low. Today, totally different ball game, totally different story. It's amazing how the human body works, but yes, we are 700, 800 grams of carbs today. I'm 3 meals in, I'm feeling absolutely amazing. I've just had my coffee and I am about to go and smash some legs. So hopefully you have found a wee bit of value in that bit of learning there. Hopefully I didn't bore the socks off anybody. That's me now pulling up to the gym. So again, made the best of both worlds there and killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Exactly what I like to do, because I don't like to sit and do nothing. So thank you very much for watching along. Hope you learned a wee bit there. And like I say, I'm going to go and dust off some training, and I will catch up with you guys with the post-workout meal. I'll let you know how the session goes. Don't know what I'm going to record tomorrow. I need to see how much food I get given tomorrow, but I'm planning on putting a peak week reel out every single day this week. Let's keep it coming. We are donezo. Done on the session. Finito, done and dusted, absolutely smashed it. 2 reps in reserve with every single exercise, and what a good session it was. It was actually quite a decent session. Wasn't dragging my heels, wasn't weak, actually progressed 2 movements, strangely. Obviously just the power of the extra food going in. No heartburn today either, which is nuts. I've been suffering quite badly from heartburn recently. I have processed of elimination it and removed my kimchi because it's quite spicy. I removed my seasoning, I removed my sauce. I've tried to let my resting heart rate come down after training. I've tried to supplement more ashwagandha post-training. I tried removing caffeine. I tried a lot of things, and Rennie's was the only thing that was kind of sorting me out after training. However, today, nothing's changed. Everything's exactly the same other than the volume of food. We've just got more food going in today, and today, no heartburn post-workout, none whatsoever at all. So I'm wondering if it could be just the volume of food. Maybe just because the food volume has been quite low of late, there's a lot of acid maybe just swishing about in my stomach, causing reflux. That's all I can really think of. Today, more food going in, soaking up the acid, letting the acid do its job. It's not coming up now. That's the only thing I can think. But regardless, we'll take it anyway. I'm definitely not going to be complaining about not getting heartburn. It's post-workout mealtime. I've already showed you what's in this, I do believe, but I can't remember. So just in case I haven't, I will tell you what's in it now. Right now, we have 200 grams of chicken. No, it's not, it's a 150. We've also got 100 grams of berries, 75 grams of vegetables. There is 150 grams of jasmine rice and 10 grams of olive oil in this one actually, strangely. We don't usually use oil post-workout. Why? Because oil is fat, and fat slows down the uptake and absorption of the carbohydrates, which in a post-workout meal is not what we want. Why, guys? Because I've told you this before. Yes, correct, because we need to replenish the carbohydrate stores as quickly as we possibly can after a workout, because we've already just depleted the sugar. So usually we wouldn't put fats in there. However, today, because I'm so sensitive, so lean, so shredded and so flat, we've put a little bit of fats in to slow down the uptake so that I don't go hypo an hour after food. So I'm going to crack on, get this one gubbed, and then need to go to Aldi and get some veg. I like Aldi or Lidl for my veg rather than Sainsbury's. I think it's a lot fresher and a lot tastier. And then I'm home. I've got a couple of bits and bobs to do on the YouTube. I've got meal 5 to prepare and eat, and then it'll be bedtime meal, and then let's see what tomorrow brings. I love peak week, definitely love peak week. Hope you're finding a lot of fun in the video, and stay tuned guys, because there's more food coming up very soon. Yes guys, good evening. We are meal number 5 time, and what a meal it looks like it's going to be. So we have 150 grams of lean jasmine rice, lean steak mince. We've got 150 grams of jasmine rice, 75 grams of vegetables. We have 10 grams of olive oil in here already, and 100 grams of the good old pineapple. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, pineapple has a little digestive enzyme in it called bromelain, and it is very good for your digestion. So having some pineapple in and around your meals can actually be beneficial for digestion in general as well, which is a good thing. So if you enjoy pineapple, having some of your meals is a good idea. In reality, when you do get these higher days of food as well, you would think that, oh, he must be absolutely rammed all day. Well, it's actually the complete opposite. So when you do get higher food, when you're in a deficit, it actually makes you hungrier. So in turn, you end up digesting the food, you go through the food, metabolic rate increases, and then you actually get hungrier. Yeah, it's been a very, very high appetite day, so I'm really looking forward to getting this one in. We still have 150 grams of cream rice later with 30 grams of almond butter and we have 40 grams of whey isolate in that one as well. So that'll be a good one as well. Little tip on the pineapple, the meal, you can see it. You can see the meal. I'm now going to eat the meal. And again, it's been a pleasure telling you what's going in my mouth. So hope you love it. And if you've got any questions about the food, why I'm eating the food, what the food's doing for me, you can ask me in the comments and I'll get back to you guys. All right. Good evening, everybody. It's now getting a bit later. So we are at 20 past 7 in the evening and it's approaching last meal time, meal number 6. So I'm just going to shut up shop just now. I will show you guys the meal, but there's not going to be an awful lot more talking. I'm pretty done and dusted for the day. It's been quite a busy day between recording for YouTube, working, peaking, making all my own food, doing all my own cleaning because Linda's not here, trying to stay off my feet as much as I can. Training legs gets quite a big workload, so I am going to crack on with this for 10 minutes. I'm then going to prepare my last meal. I'll show it to you guys and then I'm going to sit down, I'm going to chillax, I'm going to enjoy it, I'm going to eat it, I'm going to unwind, and then I am going to shut my eyes. I plan to be sleeping by 8:15 this evening, so I better crack on, guys. Alright, hopefully you've enjoyed your watch. Not an awful great deal of value today, but hopefully you still enjoyed watching along. I'm trying to document the majority of the process for you so that you can see what actually goes into it and why everybody loves it so much. Well, why I love it so much anyway. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying it. And here it is, the extravaganza of the evening. We have weighing in at 1,883 pounds. We have 150 grams of cream of rice. We got 100 grams of berries. And we got 40 grams of whey. I actually mixed my whey into this evening. We only put 10 grams of paste on the top just to keep the volume down a little bit. Didn't do a creamy tonight. Try to keep the waist tight on the carb up. So that's all that's going in. The 40 grams of almond butter in there as well. No dark chocolate tonight, just almond butter. So yeah, looking forward to getting that one in. And then we are going to shut the eyes. Good night, guys. Peace out.